Hello and welcome back to the FS Football channel and today's match preview for the Manchester United versus Southampton match. Now, Southampton coming to this game sat in 5th place in the Barclays Premier League table, picking up 7 points from their last 9. Southampton play a nice high-pressing 4-4-2 system, which we saw work to great success against Manchester United last time out at Old Trafford last season just after lockdown, where of course we squandered a lead in the last minute after Michael Obafemi tapped home from a corner. Now, like I mentioned, Southampton will be a danger, and we saw that, like I said, in the last game we played against Southampton at Old Trafford, that their high-pressing system really caused us problems, and we weren't able to deal with it. And that's only going to be made worse today by the fact their two strikers is likely to be Che Adams and Theo Walker, obviously two players very quick, which is the weakness in this defence of ours. We have no pace. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof are very susceptible when it comes to a ball over the top. And Theo Walcott and Che Adams have absolutely got the pace to burn. Luckily for Manchester United, Southampton are without two key players for that, and that is Danny Ings and Nathan Redmond. Obviously, Danny Ings lit the Premier League alight last season, scoring goal after goal, and he's going to be a big miss for the Saints. However, that is only a positive for Manchester United. Now, Southampton are dangerous all across the pitch. They've got a good midfield duo of James Ward-Prowse and Aurelio Romeo. Romeo, of course, should have been sent off in the Manchester United game versus Southampton last season after lockdown, that 2-2 draw. However, he's a very good ball winner and is good in the press. James Ward-Prowse, however, is even better at this, and his playmaking abilities is exceptional, and his set-piece abilities are even better. And he's going to be a danger. We can't allow fouls around our box because James Ward-Prowse can just score them time after time. And that's a bigger issue because Harry Maguire against Che Adams, if he's going to try and play close and touch tight, he's going to give away fouls. And as such, we're going to allow James Ward-Prowse to have attempts at goal from free kick. Now, when it comes to Manchester United, we come into the game in 11th place. But if results go our way, it could see us move all the way to 6th with a game in hand against what has been a terrible Burnley side that today did lose 5-0. United coming to this game having won 3 games on the bounce. Of course, starting that run against Everton, that 3-1 win. Then, of course, we go into West Brom where we luckily won 1-0. And then we just played Istanbul where we smashed them 4-1. And Bruno Fernandes had an absolute field day and was absolutely spectacular in that one. Now, Southampton is going to be the toughest game of this run so far. I think last season, Southampton proved they are a difficult opponent for Manchester United. And it's crucial from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that he gets it right in this one. I said in the last 2 games against West Brom and especially Istanbul, they're lose-lose games for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If he wins them, it's expected to win. If he loses, more fans are going to turn. And he did win them, and that's what he needed to do. Now today, he needs to keep that winning run going. If he does win, and he does it in a good fashion, and not just sitting everyone behind the ball trying to counter-attack Southampton and nicking a goal, then he might turn some Ollie outers into Ollie inners. And I think that's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to do. We need to stop changing and adapting to our opposition as much and start playing our football and making oppositions come to us and change their way. How often do you see Manchester City going against Southampton, for example, and thinking, let's put 2 defensive midfielders in today instead of just the 1 and try and counter-attack them? No, you see Manchester City trying to dominate the game and usually they succeed. Same with Liverpool. Liverpool won't change their system or their personnel for an opposition. They make the opposition do it. Or that if they change it, that's because they want to, not to try and get an upper hand on the opposition like we seem to try and do with playing the 2 defensive midfielders against Everton and then going to Donny van der Beek and Fred against Istanbul. We're changing 2 fundamental parts of our formation, and I think we should just keep it the same. On to team news. Luke Shaw is back in training, however will probably not feature today in this game, however probably should be fit for PSG midweek, which is a massive boost. And I think we will end up going to a 5 at the back in that game. And Luke Shaw will end up playing as a free centre-half. Both Wan-Bissaka and Victor Lindelof, of course, went off against Istanbul with injuries, are apparently back and available for this game, which is fantastic. And unfortunately, Paul Pogba and Scott McTominay, again, have not been in training and, as such, isn't expected to be in the matchday squad today. Anyway, let's get on to my team predictions. Now, this is the team I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will play. Now, it's largely the same team we saw against Istanbul. In fact, there's only one change to it, and that's I think he will go back to the 2 defensive midfielders in Fred and Nemanja Matic. Do I want this to happen? Absolutely not. I feel like he will. I feel like he likes to play 2 defensive midfielders in the Premier League in a game that may cause us problems, and I feel like he can do that today. I don't think it's good enough. I don't think that's pressure resistant enough. I had gone for a very similar team. In fact, I've gone for exactly the same team we saw start against Istanbul. Why have I done this? Now, I in the last preview, I said I'm going to go for the same team as I always predict. I said that because I believed that we would have started a really negative team against Istanbul. We would have started the 2 defensive midfielders, and I'm not happy with that. This time, I've gone for the exact same team we started against Istanbul, because like I keep banging on about, consistency in lineup will bring consistency in results. We played very, very well. We played exceptionally well, in fact, against Istanbul. So why change it? Why not play that team that was exceptional against Istanbul in this game? And that will start to bring consistency, and as such, that will bring results. Now, do I like to see Martial on the left and Cavani up top instead? No, not really. I'd rather have Martial up top. But if this team played so well against Istanbul, I think you play it again. I think Rashford on the right offered a lot. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka's not amazing going forward, or at least isn't confident going forward. So Rashford allows Wan-Bissaka not to have to be so attacking minded, allows him to be a bit more reserved, while Rashford can beat a man, do whatever. And I think we've seen Rashford do quite a lot from the right-hand side, which kind of goes unnoticed. Rashford has proven that he can play out on the right, and he was fantastic against Istanbul. He was given space to run, beat a man, cut in. And I think Rashford can play out on the right-hand side. Now, I can't stress enough, like I keep saying, about consistency in team for consistency in results. And that's what we need. We play this team, and I think we play better than we will if we start Nemanja Matic over Donny van de Beek, or if McTominay was fit, we played McTominay over Donny van de Beek, or even drop Fred. Fred is massively important to this team, and Donny van de Beek will be too. Donny van de Beek is very, very press resistant, and we saw it so often in the Champions League for Ajax. Donny van de Beek and his dribbling ability can beat the press. Yeah, his passing style allows us to beat it too. He's just a fantastic player, Donny van de Beek, and he will be massive in us beating this Southampton press. Against Istanbul, I think this front line, they linked up fantastically, and I hope for more of the same. Southampton usually do have Yannick Vestergaard at centre-half. He's massive. He's about 6'4". So aerially, it can be a real contest between Edinson Cavani and him. Will Rashford and Martial be able to supply him the balls? Yes, they will. Whether Cavani can meet him, I don't know. But what is a positive, if Rashford and Martial are playing out on the wing, we've seen how so often, we saw it in fact against Southampton last year, Martial cutting in from that left-hand side and rocketing one top corner. He can do that a lot more easily because you won't have a big centre-back on his back all the time. So we could see Martial thrive in this game alongside Rashford playing out on these wings. Now, like I said, this is a must-win game for me. And I think playing 2 DMs, Manchester United will struggle. And I think, like I said, I think that's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will try and do. We're going to struggle to try and get hold of the ball, keep the ball, and beat the press with 2 defensive midfielders. Because I don't think Matic and Fred are good enough at passing and press resistance. Whereas Donny van de Beek is, and it will be massive at doing that job if he is selected. Ultimately, I don't think we'll win this game. Realistically, with Manchester United, we should be winning every single game we play. However, Southampton are a fantastic team. We're not playing like a fantastic team right now. And I hope I'm wrong, but I do see us drawing this game. I think Southampton will dominate this game. And I think, like I said, I think we're going to sit back and try and counter on them like we always seem to do. And are we going to be successful at this? I don't know. I think we are going to draw. I think we're going to draw 1-1. Anyway, get down below in the comments what you think of my prediction and what your prediction is. And please check out the live watch along at 1:30, so about an hour and a half time. Please do like, comment and subscribe down below if you're new and you haven't already. And this has been your boy, and I'll see you next time. Peace.